Whenever you are adding and subtracting fractions, you always have to have a common denominator. In this instance, the fractions that we're working with are rational expressions. So to get a common denominator, we're going to need to go through and we're going to need to factor the denominators of each of those fractions. So if I factor the first denominator, I'm going to get the difference of squares, so x minus 3, x plus 3. If I take that second fraction and factor out the denominator, I'm going to get, I'm going to sneeze there. I'm going to get x minus 3 and x minus 3. It's a perfect square. So the least common denominator, the best way to go about finding the least common denominator is to start with what they both have in common. Well, look at the factors to each of those denominators. What do they both have in common? Well, they both have x minus 3. So we can cross that off the list for both of those fractions. We can cross off the x minus 3 for the first fraction and the x minus 3 for the second fraction. So that takes care of those. And then once you've written down what they both have in common, then whatever's left, that is the rest of your least common denominator. So x plus 3 from your first fraction and x minus 3 from your second fraction. And this would be your least common denominator.